25 is after next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
What happens when one of boxing's fastest rising stars takes aim at the reigning king? After he announces his retirement, the sport is buzzing, Twitter is on fire, and the boxing world feels like it's about to explode. Gervonta "Tank" Davis's unexpected retirement announcement was supposed to be his mic drop moment. But Keon Davis didn't just pick up that mic.
And I promise you, you better leave them home. You better leave the females home. On my mother, you better leave the females home and the kids. On my mother.
Yeah,
now watch this.
They gonna
now
be
watch.
There. They gonna be
now
there.
watch. Now watch.
What's different from 10 minutes ago when
You know
you said
how
that?
you know how when they told you say how like I posed for Lomachenko, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like how he said like he was retired and things like that. I feel as though like we've been in it so long that we are getting tired of it. Like we've been beating our body up so long, but it be like situations like just now, like when he talking that spark the plug again.
Yeah, that's what
Is that
what
all
I
it takes
want.
for you? Is that
Yeah,
all it
that's all
takes?
it
Just a
takes,
little
just a
comment?
little-
Nah, but that's what I want
Little
though.
spark.
I don't want
But
you to fight me like
see
you
how
saying
talking?
you're going out.
It always go like
Yeah.
this. It always go like this.
Nah,
Niggas
what I'm
always
saying,
get the
you just
yapping,
said you feel like you going
and
out.
they go to
I don't
sleep.
want you to feel like you going out.
telling you.
He smashed it and called Tank out in the boldest way possible. Buckle up, because this is the story of how Kesan Davis turned Tank's retirement into a full-blown war of words. Picture this: Tank Davis, undefeated lightweight champ, sitting confidently at a press conference, hyping up his next fight with Lamont Roos. Everyone's expecting the usual theatrics.
You know, while he mentioned being retired, he also seems like he's got a plan before retirement, which I appreciate. Listen, man, life is about planning. And if anything, consider that a part of his plan. He knows what he wants to do, and he knows what he's trying to do before he gets out of here. You know, at the same time, like Terrence, for instance, I don't talk to Terrence about retirement. He'll ask me sometimes like, how you feel, how is that kind of stuff. I try not to be overly excited about it. I'm excited as heck to be retired. But when it comes to Terrence, it's my boy. What I can is put bugs in his ear, in his head about wanting to be retired, because I know once the closer you get to wanting to be there, the closer you are to there and further away from actual competition. You know, so Tank, you know, while he mentioned being retired, he also seems like he's got a plan before retirement, which I
Bold predictions, maybe some trash talk. Instead, Tank, everyone with the unexpected, he's retiring after 2025. The room fell silent. Fans and reporters alike were stunned. This wasn't just a regular announcement. It was the kind of moment that shook up the entire sport. Tank, who's only 30 and seemingly in his prime, is deciding to walk away. It felt like a chapter closing before the story even fully unfolded.
What are your thoughts on Gervonta Davis saying that he's going to walk away from boxing after 2025?
Look, I don't blame him. I'll tell you that much. I don't blame him, man. This sport ain't no joke.
If the fire not there, you got to walk away, right?
Sport's no joke, man. He's made a lot of money in the sport already, what it is. You know, I know there's fights out there that I would love to see Gervonta fight in, but if he ain't feeling it, he ain't feeling it. It is what it is. I mean, I can't force the man to fight, you know, who he don't want to fight. And, you know, if he's on to exit sport, I'm sure he wants to go out and face, you know, guys like Garcia, you know what I mean? I'm sure he would want to get in the ring with Jake Paul, you know what I'm saying? Because that's money. So, I mean, look, man, he trying to get the bag and get on out with his wits and be happy.
Timothy Bradley versus Jake Paul, would you take it?
No, I wouldn't.
Not for 50 million?
Jake Paul could pay me 100 million.
But the timing of the announcement wasn't the only thing raising eyebrows for months. Fans had been clamoring for mega fights between Tank and boxing's other stars, names like Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, and yes, Kesan Davis. What are your thoughts on Gervonta Davis saying that he's going to walk away from boxing after 2025? Look, I don't blame him. I'll tell you that much. I don't blame him, man. This sport ain't no joke.
When Light Skin posted those messages about me sparring, I was really looking at it like, okay, so what? That I DM'd you about sparring. So what? No cap. Since when y'all take sparring into consideration of shit? So what? So what? What was his point in even doing that? Like, what was he trying to get with it? That I'm trying to ride his coattail? Like, bro, I don't need you. I don't have to fight you. I'm making real. I don't need you, bro. I don't need you, bro. I do not need you, bro. I don't. If you want to fight me, send me a contract, but if you don't, I'm going to be just as popular fighting you or not fighting you. I'm going to make my money fighting you or not fighting you. So don't get it twisted like I'm chasing after you. I'm not chasing you. Little dude, little dwarf, Oompa Loompa.
Fire not there, you got to walk away, right? This sport is no joke, man. He's made a lot of money in the sport already. What it is, I know there's fights out there that I would love to see Gervonta fight in, but if he ain't feeling it, he ain't feeling it. It is what it is. I mean, I can't force the man to fight. He don't want to fight. And, if he's one exit sport, I'm sure he wants to.
I want to fight him, bro, because he been tricking the boxing game for too long. He been tricking the boxing game for too long. He makes shit look good. He makes shit look better than what it is.
Go out and face, guys like Garcia, you know what I mean? I'm sure he would want to get in the ring with Jake Paul, you know what I'm saying? Because that's money. So, I mean, look, man, he trying to get the bag and get out with his WTS and be happy. So, Timothy Bradley versus Jake Paul, would you...
Has the time come, gotta ask you this, has the time come for Tank Davis to take control of his own career and leave Mayweather Promotions?
It don't necessarily have to be leave Mayweather Promotions. It's about just becoming that man, handle your own responsibility, your own priority. So I feel as though it's my career, so I feel as though I need to be the one to control my career. You know what I mean? So, and it's time. You know what I mean? Everybody don't need to, have them training wheels on them forever. You know what I mean? It's time to, ride their own bike without training wheels.
Take it? No, I wouldn't. Not for $50 million. Jake Paul me $100 million. I take if you thought Tank's retirement announcement was dramatic. Kesan Davis was here to make it even messier. Known for his fiery personality and sharp tongue, Keon wasted no time taking aim at Tang, and trust me, he didn't pull any punch.
Now I got the chance to be around Floyd Mayweather. He be calling me now, he be texting me now. The whole last camp, I was in Floyd's gym. He closing down the gym for me. I'm working pads with him. He working pads with me and my brother Kelvin. Me and Kelvin sparring in front of Floyd. Like, he coaching us. Like, now it's like, damn, Shakur, Terrence, and Floyd now. So, man, I honestly think that's God. Like, if you really look at it, what professional fighters out here just have a strong circle as strong as like ours. Like, you got the best prospect. Then you got Shakur. Then you got Terrence Crawford. And then outside of our circle, we got Floyd Mayweather also tapping in with us. You know what I mean? Like, our circle is really crazy. It's really crazy, and it shows to where when we fight, it's always our opponents. It's like it's never a close fight. Even with Terrence, it's never a close fight.
Straight to social media calling Tank's retirement a cop-out. He accused Tank of avoiding real challenges, even going as far as to say Tank's legacy will always have an asterisk if he doesn't face the likes of himself, Shakur Stevenson, or Devin Haney. But Keon didn't stop there. In a fiery interview with Fox News, he practically dared Tank to step in the ring with him. His exact words.
Chance to work with Gervonta out here. What was that experience like? Anything you could share?
The experience was great, and what's crazy about that is this time around, it was like, all right, we older now. There's more skills involved. It's like, all right, now let's see how it's gonna go this time. And when I got in the ring, I'm not gonna lie, he surprised me with how much defense he really had. Of course, I was looking out for the power of, like, off the rip. I was looking out for his power. But when I started, like, when I was attacking and trying to set stuff up, like, he got like good upper body movement, and he got some good legs when he used them. So he surprised me with his defense. But it was a very technical fight. I mean, technical sparring match, and I definitely learned that. Like I said, his defense. Like I definitely learned that he got some great defense, and it's not really easy to hit this guy. And I had to work to get to him. But overall, it was great sparring, and we respected
If you're really about that life, Gervonta, prove it, retire, if you want, but not before facing me. And then came the line that sent shockwaves through the boxing community. If Tank retires without fighting me, his legacy is fake, period. To understand why Keon's comments hit so hard, you've got to know the backstory. The rivalry between Keon and Tank has been brewing for years, even if it's mostly been,
"You are good. You are real good. But there's levels to this game, Keyshawn."
Okay, we gonna talk about levels. Okay, just know it's levels.
one-sided. Let's take a step back and unpack the drama between these two. The beef between Tank and Keon has been cooking for years. Kesan, who's always hyping himself as the future of boxing, hasn't held back when it comes to calling out the big names.
Excitement, huh? Talk about coming in here fighting a guy who was heavier.
Yeah.
You talked about not having no concern, but just talking about that, getting ready to fight somebody who was heavier.
No, I really didn't have concern, man. I'm gonna keep giving y'all the same answer, man. All glory to God. He gave me the strength to go in there and fight through this week. Like y'all don't even know, my sisters had a whole car accident today, and they hurt. My sister's head was all of them. Their head was hurting, back was hurting. Like they literally could have got taken out today. The devil didn't want this to happen, but look what happened. It was still a glorious night. I told y'all it's gonna be a movie. What is the movie?
And Tank has always been one of his main targets. Keon has thrown shade at Tank before accusing him of dodging a fight. Tank, though, he's mostly used off the younger fighter like it's no big deal. But now with Tank hinting at retirement, Keon saw his chance to take a shot, and he didn't hold back.